friends, it is my privilege to introduce the Virginia Commonwealth University School of Business graduating class of 2025.
rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, everyone. It's wonderful to be here with you and to keep the party, celebrations I mean, going this weekend. To the proud families, friends, faculty, and staff, and most importantly to the class of 2025, congratulations. Now, I'm not sure if you felt it yet. Oh, please be seated. I always forget. That was looking a little weird with y'all standing in front of me. All right. I'm not sure if you felt it yet today, but today marks a day when a fundamental goal changes. Until now, your mission had been to learn, to grow, and to get better. You've been surrounded by structures that supported and rewarded that growth. But after tonight, the mission changes a little bit. Success will depend not just on what you know, but on how you use it. And that's where the concept of range comes in. Range is those diverse, seemingly unrelated ups and downs, experiences, meanderings, and networks that you've created over the years. If you'd asked me early in my career whether I saw myself becoming a dean of one of the top public research universities, I would have laughed out loud. In fact, I would have laughed out loud 18 months ago if I'd heard that. But it turns out each step I took along my long, circuitous journey, every new experience and every unexpected twist built on the last, even when I couldn't see yet the full picture of the world of possibilities. My range prepared me for new, unexpected opportunities. And it's the reason I'm standing here with you tonight. David Epstein, who wrote about the idea of range and the success that comes with connecting ideas from multiple domains, found something interesting when interviewing military veterans who are transitioning to new careers. He found that their range, not surprisingly from their past experiences, was one of their greatest competitive advantages. And the same is true for you. Not every breakthrough starts with a blueprint. Sometimes it begins when you're solving a problem you didn't even know could change your life. Let me share two final case studies with you tonight. They're about two companies you're definitely familiar with, but maybe you're not familiar with their backgrounds. After graduating with a degree in communications, Sarah Blakely tried a little bit of everything and kept messing up. It's like ancient history to you because y'all don't even know what a fax machine is and you've never seen one, but I know some of the family members have. But it wasn't obvious where all her meanderings were leading her. One night, getting ready for a party, she faced what I'm sure many might call a wardrobe malfunction. Nothing in her closet worked under a pair of her white slacks. So she grabbed a pair of control top pantyhose, cut off the feet, and made do. That small improvisation became the foundation of Spanx, the billion-dollar brand that quite literally reshaped the industry. Nearly a decade later, two former industrial design students, Brian Chesky and Joe Gabbia, found themselves struggling to make rent in San Francisco. They hadn't studied business, they hadn't worked in hospitality, but they had spent years learning how to look at spaces and experiences through a different lens. When a design conference came to San Francisco and filled up every hotel room, they improvised. They inflated 3 air mattresses, rented that apartment that they couldn't afford, made breakfast for the guests, and offered a new way to think about accommodation. What started as a weekend side hustle to cover their rent became Airbnb, okay? Neither of these stories was built on a perfect plan, or a major, or a concentration, or a specialty area. These creators, these innovators succeeded by bridging their disparate experiences and knowledge from multiple fields to creatively solve a problem and forge a path forward. Because here's the truth, the world doesn't just hand you a perfect map. Instead, it's filled with wicked obstacles that a GPS can't handle. You got to figure it out. And the range you possess, because of the odd jobs you had to take, because of the classes that didn't seem relevant at the time, and the random kid in your last group project, they all gave you something that you didn't realize. They gave you an edge in a world where change is the only constant. And make no mistake, the world you're stepping into will ask you to adapt, not just once, but again and again and again. It will reward those of you who can draw from your different skills, different experiences, and different way of thinking. It will reward those of you who can draw from your adversity, and I know many of you have faced that. Those who draw from their adversity to meet challenges that haven't even arrived yet, that's who's going to be rewarded. Your greatest strength might not come from the narrowest, most specialized bullet point on your resume. Instead, it might come from the zigzags, the side project, a risk you took, or a class you didn't think would matter at the time. And you're already better prepared than you realize. You've spent years surrounded by people from different backgrounds, just look around, with different stories and different ways of seeing the world. You've sat side by side with classmates who pushed you to think differently, to challenge assumptions, to rethink what you thought was obvious, and to listen first and argue better. And that's not just college. That's the beginning of your range. Remember, your degree is just a starting point, not an ending. This is commencement, after all. Grow and explore your potential. Be that intentional, inherent explorer. As you start your next job, you will discover new specialties, new disciplines, and new interests you never even imagined. If you're afraid that you missed your chance to pick up a new hobby or switch interests, you can officially put that fear to rest. Trust me. It's never too late to pick up a new path because it can be beneficial for you in the long run. Somewhere down the line, you'll find yourself reaching back, pulling from a project you thought you'd forgotten, an experience you didn't think was relevant, and it will change how you solve the next big challenge in front of you, or start the next big thing. Today, we celebrate how far you've come. Tomorrow, we can't wait to see where your range will take you next. Congratulations again, class of 2025. May your life be fun and challenging and filled with new learning experiences. Now, as we celebrate your new beginnings, I'm excited to welcome someone who once was where you are now, anxious to take the next step, and talk about his range. He's had so many interesting experiences as I've gotten to know him over the last couple of years. If you knew Thomas Ransom in high school, you wouldn't have doubted he'd accomplish anything he had set his mind to. A standout athlete, he wanted me to say that, a standout athlete. At Middlesex High School, he served as captain of the football, basketball, and track teams and led his football team to a state championship. He also was the first in his family to go to college. I think some of y'all want to give a shout out to that. A journey that early on his parents might not have expected for their son at an early age. Thomas went on to become a four-year letterman on the Hampden-Sydney College football team, graduating with honors and a degree in economics. Today, he stands before us, or he will stand before us, as Virginia's top executive for Truist Bank, one of the nation's 10 largest banks. As state president, he leads and unites every part of Truist business across Virginia, a role he earned after nearly 3 decades of dedication to his clients, teams, and community. Along the way, Thomas built an admired reputation as a passionate advocate for customers and colleagues alike. He led sales and client experience strategy for Truist Financial, helped develop major performance awards, and served as an inaugural member of the company's operating council. Those are just a few of his many career highlights, and his portfolio of community outreach is honestly too long for me to get into tonight. It's just so rich. But to start with, Thomas serves on the board of his alma mater, Hampden-Sydney, and brings his expertise to the Virginia Governor's Advisory Council on economic issues. He's also an active leader in organizations like Inroads, the Virginia Foundation for Independent Colleges, the Virginia Business Council, and many more. Perhaps, though, most profoundly, Thomas has dedicated his time to Hearts and Homes for Youth. He cares about his community and those that are often overlooked. Hearts and Homes for Youth is a nonprofit that shelters and supports abused and neglected young individuals. As board chairman for 10 years, he has helped change countless lives for the better. Considering all he's accomplished and the ambitious vision he carries for Truist and for Virginia, it's no surprise that Virginia Magazine named him to this year's Virginia Power 50 list of the state's most influential leaders. And he's here with us tonight. Please join me in welcoming Thomas Ransom.
Thank you, Dean Brown, for the warm welcome. I am honored to address this exceptional group of graduates. So let me begin by saying congratulations to the class of 2025. So I'm sure you're going to be asked the following question 100 times over the coming days. What's next for you? So I can't stop people from asking you, but over the next 10 minutes, I hope to give you some context and tools to help you answer that question. I want you to think about the following. What energizes you? What excites you? What special traits do you have? What gives you joy, wakes you up in the morning? What is it that brings peace to your soul? If you take money off the table, what would you be passionate about? When you know your why, you have found the key to unlocking your potential. People who know why they were born While they were placed here at this moment in time, they figured out the hardest thing in life. They have unlocked their purpose here on earth. When you know your why, you can thrive through adversity. Today, I want to share some things that have helped me thrive through adversity, and I hope that something I say will help you launch your professional journey. So when you know your why, you can be confident during the storm. When you know your why, you can handle things that stress others out. When you know your why, you can graduate from the VCU School of Business and go on to have a successful career. When you know your why, your energy level goes up and it's infectious. People want to be around other people who are clear in purpose and filled with positive energy. So to be clear, even when you are purpose-driven and living your why, you're going to have bad days, bad weeks, months. So you have to be intentional about connecting back to your why in those moments. So life will throw you curveballs, and it's your purpose and values that will guide you. Think about the years you just spent pursuing your degree here at VCU. Did you have moments that threw you off course? Did you experience any setbacks? If you're like me, there had to be one class that made you think, is this really what I'm good at? Is this really what I want to do for a living? So during those tough moments, it was your grit, your desire to finish, your purpose that kept you going. So my purpose is to motivate and inspire people to reach their potential, to instill this sense of belief that you can do the impossible, because that's my story. So you see, when I started school, the expectations for kids like me were low. I did not get the opportunity to demonstrate my aptitude and ability to process information until 3rd grade. There was one teacher, Ms. Wesson. She believed in me, and she inspired my family to fight for me. And here I stand, having attained multiple degrees and fellowships. I don't say that to brag. I share that to inspire because I'm only here because somebody believed in me. Someone inspired me that I could do the impossible. I can't be the only one here that did what others thought was impossible. Is there anyone here today because someone believed in you, someone gave you a chance, someone inspired you to push on when the weight of those exams were weighing you down, when the burden of life got on your shoulders, and it felt like you couldn't go on, but someone whispered life into you? They gave you that positive energy to get back to work and to be here today to graduate. So let me share a little bit more about my story. You see, I never knew a banker growing up. I'm the first in my family to go to college. So if you're the first in your family to graduate from college, please wave your hands so we can celebrate you and your family. Like many of you, I didn't know what to expect out of my college experience. And I certainly didn't know what to plan in terms of a career. In fact, I never got to see anyone get dressed up to go to work. So while I didn't know anything about banking, I knew these things. I knew I loved helping people. As an athlete, I knew that I loved being part of a team. Growing up in rural Virginia, where community was everything, I knew I wanted to be a community leader. So knowing my story, I knew I had to be successful. So right now, at this moment in my life, it's very clear that my why is to be a positive example for the next generation of leaders. I'm a believer that we can change the world. See, it's my strong belief that when you change the world for just one person, when you do an act of kindness for one stranger, when you show an act of care for just one person in need, then you are in fact changing the world. So I volunteered and served on nonprofit boards for most of my professional life. There's one experience that sticks out that I want to share with you as I near the end of this talk. So I served as chairman of the board for the largest shelter for abused and neglected kids in the state of Maryland. So on any given night, we'd shelter over 140 kids. During my leadership tenure, we opened the first homeless shelter for boys. 99% of the kids were minority and generally arrived with their life possessions in a trash bag over their shoulders. Now, I grew up in a loving two-parent household. My dad worked 3 jobs to put food on the table. We prayed together daily. So while I never experienced that abuse, the fear and the lack of humanity that these kids experienced, I knew they deserved better, and I was going to do something about it. So there are 2 types of people in the world to me. There's the type that like to point out everything that's wrong with the world, and then there's the type that see the problem and they roll up their sleeves and they fix it. So I remember meeting one of the young men who had come to our shelter years before, and we got him into school where he ultimately graduated and then became a barber. Years later, he came back to speak at one of our events, and as an adult, he now owned 19 barbershops, employed over 100 people, and he was giving back to the community that saved him. See, we changed the world for him, and now he's changing the world for others. So that's what I refer to as a growth mindset. It didn't matter that he grew up in a tough environment, that he made some tough decisions early on. He learned from his mistakes. He put himself in uncomfortable environments like community college classes to learn business. That's what drove him to succeed in business. People either have a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. The fixed mindset person believes that their condition will not change, and they just accept and are content to keep things the same. The growth mindset person understands that growth only happens with change. They understand that they will fail sometimes, and that failure is just an event that will ultimately get them to greatness. The person with a growth mindset believes that any failure will not define them, rather that failure will refine them. So as you enter the professional ranks, I implore you to welcome the change, generate new ideas, be curious about everything and everyone, do more listening than talking, and have a growth mindset. So as I close, I'd like to leave you with my 5 core leadership values that have guided me throughout my career. So if you don't remember anything else from this talk, I hope that one of these values will stay with you as you embark on your journey. So the first is gratitude. So I don't know about you, graduates, but I wouldn't have made it through college without my parents. So on this Mother's Day weekend, let's show a little thanks and a little gratitude to the moms that got you to this point. Thank you to all the parents. My second core value is empowerment. Here at VCU, you have the Da Vinci Center, and I'm a proud supporter of the Richmond Entrepreneurship Academy. VCU and Truist have partnered together to empower entrepreneurs with training, mentorship, and commercialization opportunities to grow their business. These innovators are now equipped and empowered to change the world with their ideas. My third value is clear communication. Leave nothing to the imagination, and be clear with your expectations, your milestones, and your objectives. Let me give you a real example of why this is important. So I have 3 boys, and they're blessed to be sitting right here. They're 16, 10, and 6. So recently I came home from the grocery store with some groceries, and I said, boys, go get the groceries and put them away. So I assumed that they all knew to go get the groceries and put it in the right place. So the next morning, I woke up and I'm looking for the cheese that I purchased the day before, and it's not there. So I go in the garage, and lo and behold, there's a bag of cold groceries that are no longer cold. Right. So my lack of clear communication led to the bag of wasted food. In life, the lack of clear communication can lead to more serious consequences, so prioritize clarity. My fourth core leadership value is accountability. This is the key to execution and the key to career progression. You must hold yourself accountable to deliver the expected results. I'm gonna say that again. You must hold yourself accountable to deliver the expected results. Excel in the job you are hired to perform. Be the best version of you on the job, in the classroom, and on social media. Every day, I wake up with the simple goal of being the best I can be. So that breaks down into micro goals of being the best husband, dad, son, brother, friend I can be, the best teammate, coworker, leader, follower I can be. Nobody has higher expectations of me than myself, and that's accountability. So my last value that I'll leave you with today is support. All great leaders are in the trenches with their teammates. All championship teams have an environment where everyone supports each other. A few months ago, we had this little thing called a water crisis here in Richmond. So we have over 2,000 Truist teammates that work in the city of Richmond. And we had branches and clients all over the city. So we quickly organized humanitarian efforts, which culminated with us bringing in mobile restrooms to our branches so our teammates could be there to support our clients. We had truckloads of water, wipes, and sanitizer brought in. I grabbed my 16-year-old, along with many teammates that were available, and we delivered supplies to our teammates in need, our branches, and our communities. I have this saying, in times of crisis, people either fold or focus. Leaders roll up their sleeves in tough times and focus on execution. And I know that's exactly what this group of graduates will do. Congratulations again to all the graduates. No matter what's next for you, I implore you all to go change the world. Thank you.
Wow, Thomas, thank you so much for your inspiring words for our students and for me. I took a lot from that, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much for those timely and inspiring remarks. I'd now like to call Dr. Carol Scottese, Interim Associate Dean for Academic and Faculty Affairs, to the podium.
Congratulations to each and every one of you. Before we begin the individual recognition of candidates, please join me in recognizing those graduates, both assembled and here with us today and participating virtually, who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement. First, we recognize those graduates who have been elected to membership in 2 honor societies, Phi Kappa Phi and Beta Gamma Sigma. Phi Kappa Phi is a national honor society of scholars in all disciplines. Election to this organization requires as a student to be in the top 10% of their class. Beta Gamma Sigma is the International Business Honor Society associated with AACSB. The organization encourages and rewards scholarship among business students, promotes the advancement of business education, and fosters integrity in the conduct of business operations. Students inducted into Beta Gamma Sigma are in the top 10% of their class. Phi Kappa Phi and Beta Gamma Sigma members, please stand and be recognized. Undergraduate degree candidates qualify for graduation honors based on their grade point averages. To obtain cum laude status, a student must have a minimum of a 3.3 GPA. For magna cum laude, the minimum is 3.6. For summa cum laude, the minimum is 3.9. Undergraduate students graduating cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating magna cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Students graduating summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. To graduate with university honors or business honors, students must be admitted into the University Honors College, take challenging honors courses, maintain a 3.5 GPA, and fulfill other requirements. Would our university honors and business honors graduates please stand and be recognized? VCU Business Student Ambassadors serve as the face of the School of Business to prospective students, corporate visitors, and alumni. They give tours of Sneed Hall, serve on information panels, work recruiting events, all as volunteers. The ambassadors are one of 26 student organizations in the School of Business. These organizations provide service, networking, and leadership opportunities. VCU business academic competition teams travel the nation to represent our university in competitions with the best and the brightest business students from across the United States. And even better, many of our teams win. At this time, I'd like to ask all students who were members of any business student organization or competition team to please stand and be recognized. Very cool. Before we begin recognizing our graduates, we just ask that everyone be respectful of each other and this ceremony. After crossing the stage, please return to your seat to celebrate the success of all the graduates here today. A professional photographer is here to take pictures of this graduates and the graduates during this ceremony. Instructions on how to order photographs can be found in your virtual commencement program. Now, if you wish to take your own pictures during this ceremony, we just ask you to stand only when your graduate is on the stage. Please don't leave your row or stand in the aisle as graduates cross the stage. So in this way, everyone will be able to see their respective graduates. And I thank you in advance for your joy and respect for all the graduates this evening. Finally, next, I'd like to call forward Dr. Jana McQuaid, Associate Dean for Academic Programs and Student Success, for another special recognition.
Good evening. So I've participated in my own college commencements and several dozen as an administrator, and last week was my most memorable as I watched my oldest son graduate from college. So with Mother's Day fewer than 4 hours away, let's celebrate the moms here today and spend a moment in gratitude of the mothers, grandmothers, and all women that have been instrumental in shaping each of us. Would any moms please stand and be recognized? Thank you. And now we will begin the candidate recognition. I first wish to recognize the bachelor degree candidates that are participating virtually. Maya Abul Hassan, magna cum laude. Lucas Cusick. Department of Accounting faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Accounting and the Post-baccalaureate Undergraduate Certificate in Accounting. Hamza Ababni. Abina Adu Newman, magna cum laude. Erica Ailman. Mark Edward Arrington II. Madison Danielle Bender, cum laude. Kendall Renee Burris, summa cum laude. Jade Campbell, summa cum laude. Leslie Davis, magna cum laude. Navia Arabulu. Arthur A. Chin. Levon Finke, dual degree Supply Chain Management, cum laude. Hannah Futrell. Damian Gallegos. Bassem Gawargi. Hannah Gaderi. Samarit Amare Girmay. Tremaine Granville. Iman Hanna. Catherine Ann Housden. Jason Huang. Dylan Jadav, magna cum laude. Kindler Joel, summa cum laude. Christopher Nguyen Lim, cum laude. Gabrielle Martis, dual degree in Business Supply Chain Management, summa cum laude. Christina Mayo, cum laude. Elizabeth Nguyen. Ryan Overbow. Kayla Fung, dual degree Information Systems, summa cum laude. Anis Papara, cum laude. Patrick Santillana. Matthew Schneider, magna cum laude. Miguel Siles. Campbell Smart, cum laude. Carl Dean Henri Smith, magna cum laude. Kayla Snyder, cum laude. Ali Alexis Hernandez Stanley, cum laude. Brett Harris. Jack Tumbangsa, cum laude. Tiandra Threat, magna cum laude. Hallie Tran, magna cum laude. Wanying Zhang, summa cum laude. Department of Economics faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Economics. Isaac Anderson. And Gemma Case, cum laude. Mehek Chobra. Adam Fungi, summa cum laude. Ella Gibson. Taylor Hogue. Steve Commanda. Victor Martin. Hannah Mead, magna cum laude. Nelson Nguyen. Sebastian Phillipson. Thomas Purcell. William Walker Rowan V. Jordan Eugene Sawyer. Sabine Scaria, magna cum laude. Luca Schroyer. Coleman Spencer. Christian Strand. Elena Todd. Department of Finance, Insurance, and Real Estate faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Finance, Bachelor of Science in Real Estate, Bachelor of Science in Financial Technology, and Bachelor of Science in Business. Momin Ali, cum laude. Ahmed Ali. Tyler Asbel. Nardana Baraminajad, magna cum laude. Harrison Leo Baker. Abigail Elaine Baker, cum laude. Michael Belcher, cum laude. Leslie Benitez Castro. Oscar Blazer. Sean Blocker. Javier Antonio Carbajal. Satviki Chintaluri, cum laude. Lydia DeBoss. Sahil Dixit, cum laude. Markayla Margaret Drake. Charles Faciola, dual degree in real estate, cum laude. Jonathan Freitas, cum laude. Nick Gaderi. Vig Nanasundaram. Dominic Good. Corey Lucas Harrison, magna cum laude. Parker Hartzell, cum laude. Khalil Taijay Ahmad Henry. Angel Hernandez Garcia, cum laude. John Daniel Herrera, magna cum laude. Roma Camaraltu, cum laude. Sonia Conchin, magna cum laude. Robert Michael Kanicki. Faza Kargbo. Caleb Ketchum. Srinija Kovali. Christian Lazo. Valentina Lemos Ramos. Ziwei Lee, cum laude. Tracy Lin. Brian Wook Liu. Weston Martin. Christopher Alexander May. Lydia Mengestu. Colby Miller. Ariane Mershahi, magna cum laude. Coleman Dodd Moose. Noah Muldoon, magna cum laude. Kylie Mum, cum laude. Feng Nyo, cum laude. Maria Nguyen, summa cum laude. Jay Patel, dual degree in real estate, summa cum laude. Misha Patel, magna cum laude. Dharuvi Patel. Elena Patino, cum laude. Caleb Pedlican, dual degree in economics. Jessica Pinzer. Kayla Perkins. Ava Radell, summa cum laude. Kimberly Ramos, dual degree in marketing. Harry Roberts, magna cum laude. Austin Rogers. Chris Rojas. Yeva Rachmanyuk, magna cum laude. Jason Rule. Alexander Schramm. Chotananith Bella Sexum. Ramanpreet Shergill. Irene Simone. Noah Charles Smith, dual degree in economics. Ben Snyder. Reese Stadler. Ethan J. Stanley. Sylvia Strawn, cum laude. Amy Sutton, cum laude. Keely Cherry Tate, cum laude. Kyle Ty, cum laude. Jordi Vargas Machado. Matthew Varghese. Harina Venkatesan, dual degree in marketing, magna cum laude. Alexander Vokwe. Aiden Williams. Marcus Worthy. Alex Zarita Sejas. Department of Information Systems faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Information Systems. Ayman Abubakar Abdelrahman. Amin Adam. Kelvin Ado. Emmanuel Afriye. Byron Stephen Aguirre Zelaya, magna cum laude. Kayla Agurto. Shakir Ahmed. Hayden Amasio, magna cum laude. Abigail Serwa Ampong. Franklin Azibi. Maya Battle, cum laude. Eric Batista. Faith Brown. Giselle Carlo. Sydney Carr, cum laude. Carlos D. Cartagena. Michael Chen, cum laude. Cameron Clissold, cum laude. Jenna Coble. David Coles. Christopher Combs. Lucas Cusick. Mesmuri Darweet. Grant Durdavanis. Upama Dakal. Nia Zong. Shayla Durham. Mohammed El Nafi. Calvin Foster. Belen Gabru. Peter Gudgel, cum laude. Peyton Davis Haynes, cum laude. Keegan Hall, magna cum laude. Logan Spencer Hartman. Kenza Hassani. Brandon P. Him, cum laude. Joshua Osborne Hines IV. Back to ball. Daniel Hoffman. Jawan Jackson, cum laude. Janae Jackson. Zachary Kareem Jamois, magna cum laude. Andy Jang. Marquise Jenkins. Christian Jeremiah Jones. Alora Kelly. Arslan Khan, cum laude. Fateh Mohammed Khan, magna cum laude. Caitlin Kehu, cum laude. Katrina Kirby. Stephen Cuevy, cum laude. Jayla Ashley Lahat, summa cum laude. Amy Tuyen Lay.
Let's go, Amy!
John Mars. Dominic Paul Salam Martin, cum laude. Ibrahim Masood, magna cum laude. Michael Neheshet Maklaku. Junior Manuel Mercado Hernandez. Alina Milburn, magna cum laude. Matthew Minter. Jack Mitzel. Jorge Morales. Sahithi Muriganti. Corey Wayne Mumford. Erkis Monbier. Sydney Ng. Chloe Wynn, cum laude. Jessica Wynn, magna cum laude. Anna Tung Wynn, magna cum laude. Joshua Incon, cum laude. Emily Numbo Aji, summa cum laude. Andrew Obang. Janelle Offe. Amiha Gitahan. Raj Patel. Toby Peralta. Benjamin Pham, cum laude. Kendall Phillips. Eliana Fung, dual degree in Business International Management, summa cum laude. Akila Qureshi, magna cum laude. Grace Chamling Rai. Samavitha Rakasi, magna cum laude. Leah Richardson, summa cum laude. Kaylee Arlenas Rivas Hernandez. Alondra Rivera Pena. Heather Robertson. Daniel Fry Ruthier, magna cum laude. Alexander Edward Rudy, cum laude. Mohammed Salman. Cedric J. Gundran Santiago. Tharani Senthil Kumar, cum laude. Nathaniel Shoebridge. Yusira Salman, cum laude. Duran Stuvant. Rebecca Sumter. Yoliana Tie. Long Tai. Aiden Totten. V. Tran, magna cum laude. Vedant Trivedi, cum laude. Vivek Vangala, magna cum laude. Aryan Reddy Venkangari, cum laude. Andrew An Vu. Jaden White. Noah Yedigarian. Naomi Johannes. Hassan Yunus. Department of Management and Entrepreneurship faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business with all concentrations in management. Daniela Abuzoba. Aditi Garg. Razaz Ali. Barina Aliyu. Nicholas James Allen. Jasmine Amaya. Gisela Amaya Lara. Carter Ambrose. Sandra Amavor. Enrique Zamora Angel. Adib Ansari. Brockman Ayers. Grace Baker, magna cum laude. Amaya Ballesteros. Kyla Bayton, magna cum laude. Jayla Asani Renee Bennett, summa cum laude. Huda Abdulmohsen Bashir. Suryansh Bhargava. Jordan Jamal Branch. Chantel Alyssa Bai. Ava Coachella. Leslie Nomi Canas. Colette Kennel, magna cum laude. Ian Chandler. Ashlyn Cherricks, cum laude. Claire Chamberlain Childs. Dylan Cole, magna cum laude. Amy Layla Kreke, cum laude. Tay C. Davis. Jasmine Davis. Kiona Della Rosa, cum laude. Kristen Dodson. Ziana Dunson. Alexis Epps, magna cum laude. Jessica Estrada, magna cum laude. Amber Farrell. Alexander Richard Fernandez. Lance Ellington Fleming. Rachel Forrester, cum laude. Quinn Frew. Jordan Funkhauser. Reed Ferner Moore, magna cum laude. Nide Gava. Mia George, summa cum laude. Tasia Gilreath. Kaylee Elizabeth Gizzy, cum laude. Jack Goleski, cum laude. Daisy Earlu Stephanie Gonzalez, Luna. Jill Graves. Chris Guzman Cruz, dual degree in Business Human Resources, summa cum laude. Seong Rung Am. Zachary Hatch. Diana Bassam Hatum, summa cum laude. Mariah Ajane Jackson. Toshimi Jeanette. James Jasper. Ishan Gawani, magna cum laude. Lauren Joyner, magna cum laude. Jason Kang. Charlotte Liga. Nicole Lim. Niccolo Lombardozzi. Serena Lumba, magna cum laude. Jeremy Lopez. Enrico Horatio Lopez. Dylan Carter Mack. Darius Michael Mahaffey. Joshua Andrew McGlashan. James Thomas McGrady, cum laude. Kyle Meissner, cum laude. Michelle Sophia Molesky, magna cum laude. Samia Mohammed. Declan Murphy. Priya Naker, cum laude. Philip Andrew Nance. Anna Nguyen, magna cum laude. Evelyn Oriana, magna cum laude. Milana Organt, cum laude. Ashley L. Patterson. Lily Pavlicek, magna cum laude. Aiden Pepper, dual degree in Business Supply Chain Management, cum laude. Trina Pham. Bid T. Nok Pham, magna cum laude. Sophia Porter, cum laude. Morgan Prescott, summa cum laude, dual degree psychology. Eric Prosise. Amanda Ratana, cum laude. Christopher Reynoso.
Yeah, Chris. Yes, sir.
Piper Rauch, cum laude. Victor Sanchez, cum laude. Sarah Santamaria. Jeff Schlegel, summa cum laude. Sarah Senek, cum laude. I am Sheikh Youssef, cum laude. Naomi Ship. Annalise Sierra Devam. Caitlin Staples, magna cum laude. Evan Stearns. Marquise Stone Dowdy. Logan Stubbs. Lauren Sullivan, cum laude. Nina Tate, dual degree in marketing, magna cum laude. Imani Tunstall, magna cum laude. Leilani Vila. Catherine Villegas, cum laude. Emma Waldhoff. Kayla Watford. Devin White. Trinae White. Charles Robinson Buckley Willis. Ania Wooding, cum laude. Wani Wright. Christian Yowell. Department of Marketing faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Marketing. Dominic Agankub. Taylor Aguano. Aisha Ali. Mustafa Al-Naji. Stephen Askew. Salim Azimi. Ashley Baldwin, summa cum laude. Mason Barber, summa cum laude. Yakora Bass, dual degree in accounting. Ariel Benjamin. William Bertolini. Williette Boyle. Maxwell Scott Bryant, magna cum laude. Allison Grace Carey. Colin Carpenter. Tita Chasom. Nimit Chona. Tamid Alam Traduri, dual degree in business management, magna cum laude. Brianna Cobb. India Cooper. Ryan Joseph Cope. Sky Dandridge. Zoe Davis, magna cum laude. Martina LeMay Demori, magna cum laude. Caitlin Draper. Daniel Ebramimi Nasser. Rebecca Espinoza Rogovich. Bridget Flanagan, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Flores Velasquez. Ariana Flores. Odalis Flores Cuevas. Jaden Frazier. Meadow Gallant, cum laude. Roman Aguayo. Emily Tuno. Mia Gibbs. Mia Gibbs. Awet Gebra. Jakai Gibson, cum laude. Shervasia Gibson. Jared Glasgow, magna cum laude. Elise Glenn. Isabel Gracias. Tiana Green. Quinn Ha, magna cum laude. Mary Kate Haas, magna cum laude. Camilla Hamad, magna cum laude. Ashley Hargrave, magna cum laude. Layla Hendricks, cum laude. Madeline Nagomi Hiles, magna cum laude. Tal Nguyen, cum laude. Ronya Ibrahim, cum laude. Jalen Javel Eigner. Jalen Johnson. Shani Joseph. Ali Riza Kakazada. Victoria Kalambai. Yusef Kashab. Ariat Kittararudat. Joseph Khan. Abby Karoma. Mahika Kumar. Elena Lancaster. Bobby Lane. Catalina Laura Anthony, cum laude. Andrew Lushbow, dual degree in business management. Jack McCarthy. Megan McCarthy, cum laude. Kobe McCowan. Olivia McGraw. Leo Fassel McConan. Raina Melger, summa cum laude. Angelica Mendoza. Fabian Mendoza Toledo. Molly Metz. Ian Maslow. Doha Mohammed Amid, cum laude. Connor Murphy. Keenan Nabolsi. Olivia Ojeda. Alexandra Oriana. Emma Catherine Palmer, cum laude. Malia Kai Patton, magna cum laude. Emily Peebles, magna cum laude. Cole Pegram. Sergio David Reyes Cortez. Brisa Martina Revero. Alexander Robinson. Alexandra Rogers. Joy Rowe, cum laude. Mayuri Sumala, magna cum laude. Catherine Schneider, magna cum laude. Mariam Cisse. Shalaya Monique Sharp. Tyler Smith, magna cum laude. Valerie Surianto, magna cum laude. Nesma Tabala, magna cum laude. Kaylor Telleria, cum laude. Sydney Tuit Tran. Natalie Tran. Ashley Tran. Mia Tesarchik. Margaret Utz. Amy Van. Annie Van. Shruthika Vishwanthan. Christian Lee Warshaw. Ella Whitehouse. Joseph Johnson Wilkins II. Whitney Williford. Jordan Wolin, magna cum laude. Maya Simone Wood, cum laude. Jenna Wyatt, cum laude. Raina Shi, cum laude. Joyce Zhang. Department of Supply Chain Management and Analytics faculty, please bring forward candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Business with a concentration in supply chain management. Rakan Amro. Sarah Bailey, magna cum laude. Manas Bhargava, cum laude. Madeline Burke, dual degree in marketing, summa cum laude. Edgar Giovanni Carchure Abonza. Sami Chintankrindi. Michael Collins. Patrick Dungan. Joshua Fabian. Matthew Ferguson. Mason Michelle Francis. Maggie Goodwin, magna cum laude. Jenny Hawk, cum laude. Sydney Kaiser. Gabrielle Kanilovsky. Brandon Kelly. Dylan Scott Newby, summa cum laude. Gary Anderson Nolan. Lacia Oraganti. Maisha Raman, cum laude. Snehan Rathinaval. Jacob Stanley. Shavion Wyatt. Graduates, I wish you continued success and happiness.
Wow, almost there. We have a few important items of note before Dean Brown closes out today's ceremony. First, we ask you to please stay in touch with us. We want to continue to celebrate your career and life accomplishments going forward. Be especially proud of your VCU business degree. It is indeed held in high esteem, and you worked hard to earn it. For spring 2025 graduates, assuming all final requirements are met, your degree or certificate will be posted to your official VCU transcript on May 27th. Diplomas will be mailed beginning on June 30th. Further information is available in the virtual commencement program. For the recessional, faculty on the stage will leave first, and then the marshals will lead the graduates out of the building through the doors from which they entered. Graduates, please be sure to pick up your commencement keepsake as you leave the arena. Family and friends, please meet your graduates outside of the arena or at their next celebration location. And now, Dean Brown, it's time to send off the class of 2025.
Thank you, Carol. All right. You ready? All right, will today's graduates please stand? Acting on the recommendation of the faculties concerned and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Visitors and the President of Virginia Commonwealth University, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree earned with all of its rights, honors, and responsibilities. Congratulations. Now, this is an important tradition. To signify your graduation, will you please move your tassels from the right side to the left? Y'all are official. On behalf of the faculty and staff, congratulations. I would like to thank, again, the families and friends of our graduates for sharing in our celebration today. Please remain at your seats while we give a final salute to our graduates.